Greetings to you all. Welcome to Creative Writers. Pen Crowns Vision. Creative Writers Award. Ivory Eagle 2023. A festival that honors dazzling stars. Creative Writers. On 21st May 2023. Venue John Dewey Matriculation Higher Secondary School, Panruti. It's a very proud privilege to tell that 40 members have published their own books and also an anthology. A bouquet of colorful emotions was also released on that precious day. 68 members were honored with Ivory Eagle 2023 award. Hearty congratulations to all the members. Kudos to all. Cheer up. In the forthcoming days, we'll expect more members. And this is the 4th birthday anniversary. Hearty thanks to all the sponsors and all the writers. Ivory Eagle 2023. Here comes the authors of Creative Writers. Books released in the function. Let's enter to the books and authors. Our next author is Mrs. K. Meera. The name of her book is The Woman I Like. It is dedicated to her mother. This book is about a woman whose life is full of struggles and sacrifices. And the next book is Delightful Thoughts of the Mind. Delightful Thoughts of the Mind. That book contains 75 poems. It is interesting topics which are related to our real life situations. Mrs. K. Meera is working as a government primary school teacher at Karaikal. Her native is Pondicherry. She has 9 years of teaching experience in private school and 7 years in government school. She has published school magazine filled with write-ups of her school children. She has conducted many learning festivals at school. She is also a magician. She has performed many magic shows in many schools and public places. Congratulations, Meera ma'am. Really, we enjoyed your magic show in our function. Moving on to our next author, Mrs. P. Manjeri, M.A. B.Ed. The name of her book is Manjeri's Poetic Verses. Stupendous Exhibition of Thoughts. This book contains 100 poems on various topics and different genres. Mrs. P. Manjeri, M.A. B.Ed. Mrs. Manjeri started her career as a secondary grade teacher in 2012. She started to write during the pandemic period after joining the Creative Writers group. She had composed nearly 1,000 poems. Now, she passed her TRB examination and was appointed as a PGT at Government Higher Secondary School, Panruti. She is a nature lover. She penned many poems on nature, love, friendship, education, etc. Some of her poems were published in many anthologies. She has been working as a co-author for some anthologies. Hearty congratulations, Mrs. Manjeri. Moving on to our next author, Mrs. R. Susie Jean. The name of her book is Lavenders of Life. The life experiences of the writers has been beautifully captured in this book. Her happy and sad moments, her childhood and youthful days, her hobbies and passion, her success and failures in life. Everything is so wonderfully depicted through these poems. The readers should be able to connect to her character and her journey almost instantaneously and would be able to relate many of her life experiences as their own. It is fun reading this book and is sure to bring smile to the reader's face. A few words about Mrs. R. Susie Jean. In fact, Mrs. Susie Jean is my senior. We both studied in the same college, St. Hindu College, Nagarkoil. Okay. Mrs. Susie Jean is born and brought up in Nagarkoil, Kanyakumari district. She did her graduation in English from St. Hindu College in 1989. She is working as a product executive at Teleshi. She has been exploring different dimensions through gardening, cooking, and being an independent woman. She has extensive terrace gardening. She is flanked by pets at her home. She enjoys experimenting with Indian cuisines. Fantastic, Susie ma'am. Keep inspiring, keep motivating. Moving on to the next author, Mrs. P. Alice Jnana Thangapushpam. And the name of her book is Words Can Speak. These simple and cute little poems expresses a lot of exciting thoughts of a poor soul. The readers can feel their own experiences while reading the short and sweet poems about various life situations. A few words about Mrs. P. Alice Jnana Thangapushpam. Mrs. Alice Jnana Thangapushpam is one of the members of Creative Writers family. She is interested to write simple poems in English and Tamil too. Since May 2020, she is writing on a daily basis in our Creative Writers group. To tell a word about her, she is one of the members to write all the 365 days, a regular, sincere poet. Introduced by her friend Mrs. Padma Jayanti, she has been guided and encouraged by the lovely admin Mrs. Brinda. She is interested to write short stories too. In Sparkles of Short Stories, her story is published. Her first book was Century of Poems, published in Lions Club Function in Tirunelveli as Verse Garden by the lovely guidance of admirable admin. Now Mrs. Alice is attaining her second innings in Words Can Speak Now. Thank you, Alice ma'am. Fantastic. So sweet. Okay, moving on to Dr. S. Kayalvili, our next author. The name of the book is Continental Poems. Continental Poem is a collection of 78 poems remembering the year of birth 1978 of the writer. The words are spontaneous overflow of the writer's thoughts. The readers will surely understand the inner feelings of the writer through her simple usage of words. The student community will also enjoy the thought process of the writer. The words are the true reflections of the writer's insight into the poetic world. Creativity is a rare kind of satisfaction that satisfies the giver and the receiver. Hope all will be immensely pleased to read the book. A few words about Dr. S. Kayalvili. Dr. S. Kayalvili, MA, MPhil, B.Ed, PhD, PG, DCA. She has cleared SET and TET. Her articles and poems have been published in various anthologies. She is interested in creativity, writing in Tamil and English. She likes drawing also. She has motivated her students to explore their talents. She makes her class very lively through real life narrations. Fantastic, ma'am. Thank you so much. It is really interesting to know about you. Moving on to our next author, Mrs. A. Sangeeta. Mrs. A. Sangeeta's book name is When My Pen Pens. When My Pen Pens, written by A. Sangeeta, is a collection of 75 poems with simple words, lucid in style, and rich in thoughts. During the pandemic period, the poems were written and shared in the WhatsApp group named Creative Writers, administered by Mrs. Brinda. As a result, exists this book. The essence of the theme makes the readers think about world around them. Not only this book satisfies the taste of the readers, but also it makes them learn some moral values through honey-coated lyrics. Undoubtedly, the verses will touch the hearts and minds of all the types of readers. Now let us see a few words about the author, Mrs. A. Sangeeta. Mrs. A. Sangeeta is working as a graduate teacher in English in GHS's Edutha Vaitham. She has written nearly 500 poems in both Tamil and English. She has received a few awards appreciating her excellent teaching and writing. She has recently published a book named When My Pen Pens, a collection of 75 poems. Fantastic, ma'am. I cannot forget the Rangoli which you have posted in our function. Thank you so much. Moving on to our next author, Mrs. B. Sharda Meena. She has published 2 books. One book's name is Kavidai Poovin Makarandhangal.
கவிதை பூவின் மகரந்தங்கள். புத்தகத்தின் தலைப்பு கவிதை பூவின் மகரந்தங்கள். கவிதை சரத்தின் மகரந்த சிதறல். ஆசிரியர் பா. சாரதா மீனா. ஆசிரியர் பா. சாரதா மீனா. கவிதை சரத்தின் மகரந்த சிதறல்களாக 100 கவிதைகள் கொண்ட தொகுப்பு வாசகர்களின் அழகியல் உணர்வை தூண்டும் வகையில் அமைந்துள்ளது. அனைத்து வசனங்களும் சக்தி வாய்ந்த உணர்ச்சிகளின் வெடிப்பு. அனைத்து கவிதைகளும் எளிமையாக புரிந்து கொள்ளக்கூடியவை. பல கவிதைகள் நிஜ வாழ்க்கை சம்பவங்களின் பிரதிபலிப்பு. புத்தகத்தை படித்த பிறகு வாசகர்கள் பாரமான மனது கூட மிகவும் லேசானதாக உணருவார்கள் என்று ஆசிரியர் உறுதியளிக்கிறார்.
Next book is Aesthetic Verses, Flow of Elegance. Aesthetic verse is a collection of 80 poems. It is intended to evoke an aesthetic sense in the readers. All these verses are outbreaks of powerful emotions and feelings. Most of them are in simple language, so that all the readers can read and understand without any difficulty. Many real-life situations, incidents are brought out in a subtle manner. Fantastic, ma'am. Now, a few words about Mrs. Sharda Meena. Mrs. Sharda Meena was born on 19th June 1974 in Tuticorin. Having qualified as a teacher, she started her career as a primary school teacher. She has around 29 years of teaching experience as assistant teacher, headmistress, BT teacher. Presently, she is working in PUMS Vada Madurai block Dindigal. She has received 115 certificates from Secondary of School Education Department for contributing classroom videos, question papers, PDF, etc., which were uploaded in Tamil Nadu Teachers Platform. She has been conferred a few awards for her work like Singapore Award 2023, then Tamil Arasi Award 2023, Eluchi Nayigi Award 2023. She has uploaded GeoGebra files for Tamil Nadu students in Diksha platform, which was tied up with QR code link and Tamil Nadu textbook itself from class 6th to 10th math book. She is going to publish her own anthology, Aesthetic Verses. in Kavithai Poovin Makarandhangal in Tamil in her special occasion. And also the next book, that is Aesthetic Verses. Thank you, ma'am, so much. It is really inspiring and really you're motivating so much. I'm sorry, I could not read your Tamil book properly. Excuse me. Okay, moving on to our next author, senior author, Mrs. A. Chudamani. The name of her book is Inevitable Instinct. Inevitable Instinct is a collection of 75 poems on different topics with simple words. Ma'am dedicates this book to her parents. The essence of the theme makes the readers think about the world around them. Undoubtedly, the verses will touch the hearts and minds of all the readers. Now, a few words about Mrs. A. Chudamani. Mrs. A. Chudamani has worked as a teacher in government and private schools for 49 years. She is interested in writing poems in English and Tamil. She secured prizes for sending them to magazines. She has received prizes for articles and Kavithai. So inspiring, ma'am. Thank you so much. Fantastic. We are blessed to have in our team. May I now move to the next author, Mrs. Chandralekha Guruswamy. She is none other than our tech team member. Okay, the name of her book is Reflections. Reflections is a compilation of 50 poems that she wrote in 50 days based on her life expression and reflections. It aims to arouse readers' artistic sensibilities. All the poems are in simple language so that the readers could read and understand them easily. They are on various topics with various feelings. Real life experiences are reflected precisely in this book. Also, she is an imaginative dreamer, so her imagination played a crucial role to express her thoughts in a positive way. In her perception, the key to living a happy life is to discover inner peace and to be happy with the little things that happens around us. She would like to fill our hearts with a variety of emotions in the hopes that they will be respond with the Now a few words about Mrs. Chandralekha Guruswamy. Mrs. Chandralekha Guruswamy is a primary school teacher in Government Primary School, Sorapet. Since 2013, she has been working as a teacher in Puducherry State. She is an eminent and innovative teacher who practices many research-oriented pedagogies in the classroom. She is interested in teaching science and mathematics using project-based method, which creates a happy and lively classroom. She was awarded the Innovative Teachers Award by NCERT. Her hobbies are creating educational e-content, reading novels, and writing poems and stories. Let us move to the next author, Mrs. R.K. Umadevi. The name of her book is My Poetic Bond. It is a collection of poems from her students. It's a fantastic move, innovative move. Hearty congratulations, ma'am.